All the catches you see on this show are in Suriname. All the gear we use on this show is only available at Tomahawk. Tomahawk supports catch and release.
Hi, I'm Ted Jansen. Welcome to another amazing reel adventure with Tomahawk. This time we're still back at the Wonotobo Waterfalls, where we're now catching the beautiful red-tailed catfish. Check this out.
In our last episode, the team traveled 14 hours to the remote Wonotobo Waterfalls, traveling down the Quarantine River between Suriname and Guyana. Ted was successful and caught some pretty big laulau. In this episode, Ted and the team are catching the red-tailed catfish, in Suriname known as the motochari. This fish can grow to a maximum of 1 meter 60 centimeters and weigh as much as 140 pounds. The world record is currently at 1 meter 24 centimeters. Ted and the team are still at Wonotobo, and the crew wakes up early to get a good start on fishing different areas of the Wonotobo River system. Rampi finds an eel in his net. Ted will use this as bait for the red-tailed catfish.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning and we're heading off now to get out on the river. This is Real Adventure with Tomahawk.
After finding a good spot on the river, Ted and Paul cast in their lines.
I've got 2 lines out. One is a little bit of a smaller hook, and I put a smaller bait on there, about a 4 or 5 inch bait. And here I've got a lot larger hook, a number 12 hook, where I put a lot larger, like a 12-inch bait. And just to see what I attract between the 2 sizes of bait, if I can get anything different in size. In front of me here, you see the sunrise, sun coming up. It's just amazing. It's beautiful out here on the river, cool, so calm, and yet under these waters are swimming enormous fish. Catfish, the Goliath catfish and the red-tailed catfish.
Mikey, turn the camera on.
And it's Paul that gets the first strike.
Turn the camera on for that thing right now.
Hey, Paul's got one.
And by the way this fish is fighting, Paul can tell it's a red-tailed catfish. Whoa, this fish literally brings Paul down to his knees.
Hey, don't go in the water, Paul. Don't go in the water.
But Paul doesn't give up very easily. And there it is, a decent-sized redtail. This is their first catch of the day, and they are hyped up.
Wow.
Good job, Paul.
Beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful. This is a real adventure with Tomahawk right here. Set it down.
Ted and Paul quickly get the fish unhooked and release him back into the river. The crew heads to another location on the river, and on the way, beautiful parrots can be seen.
Mike, record.
Paul gets another gorgeous strike and battles the heavy redtail up to the boat. Small or big redtails are a fun catch because of their oversized and weighted heads. This is Paul's second redtail catch of the day.
Redtail catfish, beautiful. This is Real Adventure with Tomahawk. And this is in Suriname. Check this out. Suriname, catfish heaven. Yeah.
You all set, Mike? Yeah, he's good.
Paul, kijk je lijn. So far, so good. You know, the Wonotobo waterfall area is really beautiful. It's pristine. And you see the beauty of the catfish, the red-tailed catfish. What's really important about this area especially is we need to keep it that way. Catch and release. You need to practice catch and release. As you see in all of our shows, that's what we're doing. And this catfish could be endangered in these kind of areas if people would come here and just fish them out. It's great to catch. It's a wonderful fish to look at, great to take pictures of and video of, but then please put it back in the water.
After an exciting morning of fishing, the crew heads under the huts for a rest when the day is at its hottest. When it cools down, Ted and the crew decide to catch some bait the fun way.
Little sardine. What that is.
Bait catching was fun, and now back to work. The crew heads out again for some redtail action.
Yeah.
Not too long after casting,
I got it.
Ted gets an immediate strike.
He's there. It's a redtail most likely. Came running to the boat. On the line. Oh man! Woo! Well, it's a stronger one. If he's not bigger, he's sure stronger. Oh, come on! Oh!
Wow, that is a pole bending fish.
Yeah,
Definitely.
He's a stronger fish. A bit bigger though than the last one. It's getting bigger. Hello, my friend. They're getting bigger. Nice one. Redtail catfish. They're getting bigger. Put them back in the water.
After releasing this redtail, you could tell it was redtail season, coming in one after another.
Beautiful redtail catfish.
The crew decided on a fishing hole that has a potential for very large fish. With rising river conditions, anchoring down would be a bit tricky. And then, the unexpected happens. The current is too strong and starts taking the boat under. Paul rushes to cut the rope. The cameramen shift their weight to the front of the boat. A very close call.
We're trying to fish in a good spot, but the stream is, the currents are really, really strong. And our anchor would not, it was holding, but our boat could not take it. So we're going to have to go back and get our anchor. Is your hand good? Whoa, now that was scary, but we've got a great crew on board. These waterfalls are so powerful that they create such a strong undercurrent, and some of the areas of the river are really deep. So when you set your anchor to go fish, you got to make sure it's secure and then be really careful.
The team just went through a traumatizing boat experience, and then things get worse.
Right now we're going to wait, sitting here in the boat, waiting for the rain to pass.
It starts to storm, and lightning and rain hit the crew hard. They were forced to wait on the side of the river in the cold. Rompy and Paul pull in the anchor, and due to the time lost during the day, Ted decides to fish through the night. After all, nighttime is perfect for redtail. Ted casts into the darkness in hopes of catching a redtail monster.
He's off.
Ted feels something tugging on his line.
It's off.
He's on.
He's on. This one is still on. Yeah. Oh, he's on. He's on. Okay.
Real adventure with Tomahawk. At nighttime on the Quarantine River.
And there it is, a good-sized redtail, the first one of the night.
Redtail. That's a nice size. Not too bad. Beautiful. This is an amazing adventure on the Quarantine River. Real adventure with Tomahawk. Oh man. Paul, you're the man. Paul de Boer, he knows where they're at. All right.
After that catch, the catches only become more frequent. The redtails were everywhere.
Got one?
Yeah.
We got one. Fish on. Fish on. Redtail catfish. It makes a big noise. Suriname, they call it the motochar, the motor car. Pretty. They get pretty big though. They can get up to 50 kilos, 40, 50 kilos. That's big. This is just a little baby. So we're gonna put baby back in the water. Here we go. Yeah. All right, here we go. Bye-bye. Beautiful.
After several catches, Paul gets a strike that felt much more different than the others. This one had a bit more weight to it.
Doesn't sound small.
Rompy reels in the other line so they can't get tangled with Paul's catch.
Yeah, I can tell. Another redtail.
We're on a redtail hunt tonight.
Yeah. Already both have.
Huh?
Whoa! That's not a small one.
That's
Oh, this is worth a picture, Paul.
And finally, they land a huge redtail. This is the one they were looking for.
Whoa, we gotta measure, we gotta weigh this one. We gotta measure it. That is a fruta. That is big.
Paul, you're a champion, man.
Oh my god.
Ted and Paul can
big.
barely pull the
He's
fish
heavy.
into the boat.
Woo!
1, 2, 3.
Rolmat. Let's measure this boy.
Wacht even.
Woo! Whoa. That's a big one.
Zet hem even zo op die stoelbank. Nog even 1,25 is die bank.
Now that's a Wonotobo redtail. 1 meter and 16 centimeters.
3,50.
1 meter 15.
Maar is grote rond.
Yeah, get on the other side, Paul. Wow. That's a big fish. That is a monster catfish. That is a monster catfish, redtail size. Paul, is this the biggest redtail you've caught?
Yes.
This is the biggest one, huh?
It's a beautiful redtail.
Look
Hey,
at that.
beautiful catch, huh?
Yeah, this
But
one's
he
pretty
weighs,
big.
he weighs at least, I'd say about what, 35, 40 kilos?
He's got a big belly, man. This is big.
Niet gooien hoor. Zakken.
You pull down his tail.
Aha.
Let his tail go. That's a big fish.
I'm gonna hold this tail and leave it underwater.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah?
Here, Paul.
Let hem go. Ja? Pak eens van hier.
Wow.
Monsters in the deep. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
The Wonotobo River system is truly one of a kind. With large Goliath catfish and loud redtails, this place brings the A in adventure to life. With several catches under his belt, Ted can leave Wonotobo with satisfaction and head off to his next real adventure.
Wow. Now that was an amazing show with some amazing catches. The Redtail Catfish at the Wonotobo Waterfalls. Hey, check us out on YouTube and like us on Facebook. I'm Ted Jantz, and I'll see you next time on another amazing real adventure with Tomahawk.